Okay, once again, we have a validator parking in a handicap. Um, the owner called his local police, had them come out to the area, and requested that they issue a ticket or, get this guy to move. As you can see, this blue cyber truck. You see the police officer, he moves up to the vehicle itself. But what's going to happen is he's going to go forward, he's going to go back, maybe about several times, trying to decide whether or not what he should do. Now, keep in mind what you can't see. There's a vehicle on the left side that's been sitting there for about a month. And keep in mind, in this area, you have street cleaning once a week on Mondays on this side of the street. And I think it's on Thursdays on the opposite side of the street. All right. And the other vehicle that's on the left that you can't see never moves his vehicle. It's like a little collector car of some sort, but he never moves it. Now, one thing I do know with handicap, where possible, these spaces should be located so that individuals are not compelled to wheel or walk behind parked cars. Now, if the owner was trying to park there, it will be a tight fit, okay, because of the cyber truck that's sitting there in the front, the blue one, and there's one on the left side. Now, here's the problem: the local police officers refuse to issue tickets. I mean, I don't know why they're not issuing these tickets. It's a $250 fine. I know they need the revenue, at least in this area. But what actions can you take? You got to provide evidence. And what we say here is record, record, record. So if you have legitimate concerns about a violation, such as someone improperly or using a handicap parking space, take photos or videos of the situation without violating privacy to document the issues. Secondly, you can report the issue, contact the local police department or municipal parking authority to report the incident. Sometimes filing a complaint or bringing attention to the pattern of refusal can help escalate the issue. Thirdly, file a formal complaint. Fourthly, you can contact your local government, request a supervisor. It's important to note that enforcement of parking regulation, especially those for people with disabilities, can vary by jurisdiction. If this is an ongoing issue in your area, public pressure or contacting your elected officials may be an effective way to prompt changes in enforcement. Some people would say, why do you care? Why should we care? Just imagine walking outside of your home, going to work or getting involved in your daily routine, and you get in a car accident or something happens to you. You wind up in the hospital, and now you're homebound. And now, you have to have a truck come pick you up. Um, or you're forced to be in a wheelchair or in a cane, and you got some a-hole blocking your handicap. I mean, like, what do you do? You got somewhere to go. You can't squeeze in between two vehicles if you're in a wheelchair. It makes it harder if you had a hip replacement or you're walking with a cane. I mean, a lot of people look at it like, oh, the little things is like, oh, that's just no big deal. It's no big deal. Why should you worry? Why should you bother? Until it happens to you, then you'll understand. But it shouldn't take that for you to, exercise the law. And a lot of these police officers, for some strange reason, they took an oath, but they just don't do it. I mean, as you can see, they'll sit here and move forward, they'll move backwards, they'll move forward, they'll move backwards, they'll walk around a vehicle. They probably just take photos with the vehicle. I don't know. Why not just issue a $250 ticket? People understand tickets. I don't care what anybody say. I wrote tickets and I enjoyed it. I didn't take it personal. You break the law, there's a penalty to it. Simple as that. I mean, I'm not going to wake up in the morning, put on a uniform and just go out and I see a violation and just ignore it. Why would I want to do that? Let's just say, there's someone who's, you know, uh, drinking and driving. So I'm supposed to ignore that, not knowing if he's drinking or not know if he's under the influence or not. I mean, are you kidding me? If I see a violation, I'm going to make sure I address it. These police officers, for some reason, Christmas is every day. in this township. Now, this guy did not receive a ticket. Now, it's two of them. See, hello, officer. They wave at him, and nothing happens. I mean, nothing. They get in the vehicle and watch when this guy get in the vehicle. You're going to see how much room he needs just to back up because there's a vehicle in front of him as well, and there's a vehicle on the left side. So the owner is going to have a hard time parking in that area. So they're forced to park across the street or wait for the police to get this vehicle to move. Now you're going to see how much space he needs just to back up to get out of that parking area. There's a cone that was sitting there by the owner, and they just pushed that forward. Like, we can care less. You see this? Look, he's backing up. He's directly in the handicap just in order to be able to pull off. You see what I'm saying? That's a problem. He should have gave that guy a ticket. I know I would have. I would have gave his ass a ticket. But not in this township. They drive off. They wave to the officer. And they're about their normal daily routine. And then you got some person walking with a cane or in a wheelchair or disabled to some degree, temporary disability or permanent disability. Who cares? He's disabled or she's disabled. And guess what? They had to wait just to park their vehicle, but no ticket issued. I see a problem with that. Okay, let's observe this. You see where the police vehicle is? That's at the intersection. You see the stop sign? On this street, you can't park 50 feet from that sign. You see these two vehicles, the bottom of your screen? They've been sitting there all day. For 2 days to be exact. Doesn't matter how long they've been there, but the bottom line is that's a ticket. It's 2 tickets right there. No one should be parking on this side of the street at no time at all. The only vehicle that should be there is that disabled individual. Guess what? If they exercise the law, I guarantee you, no matter what happens behind the disabled vehicle, he or she will be able to get out. You see? But they're allowing these people to just sit there and not issue a ticket at all. They should have issued those 2 vehicles a ticket as well. Parking 50 feet within that sign. See, a lot of things are overlooked. Behind you, you're going to see a vehicle do an illegal K-turn. If you look at your top of your screen, eventually I think it's that white or gray truck to the left. He's going to make an illegal turn. That's another ticket, another moving violation. See, my whole thing is this. If your township is broke, issue the damn tickets. You get what I'm saying? Do something. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, they're sitting in a yellow line in the intersection, crosswalk, which is a problem. But I guess he figured, I'll get out. I'll just see. You see, look at this. Okay, in the back. You see it on the left side? Illegal K-turn near the school. They clearly can see it. See? I mean, lawless township. Lawless township. Until someone get hurt, that's when they react. Sad, very sad. I think this township, if I was to grade it, be an F. F. Okay, just an update. We already know that they didn't ticket the Cybertruck, but the vehicle that was on the left side, I gave you guys some video footage of that. They decided to come back. Meaning Leo, law enforcement officers, came back maybe about 30 minutes later, and I guess for some reason they decided to tow that vehicle because it was sitting there, for past 30 days or some sort. I think on this street you can't, or in this township, a vehicle can't sit no longer than, I think, 3 days. I'm not sure if it's just 3 business days. I'm not sure if the weekend is included or not, but it's 3 days. They'll put a marker down on a tire, white marker, just to see if it moves. Then after the 3rd day, they tow it. but they decided to come back and just tow the vehicle. Feel sorry for the guy because it's a collector's, so it is what it is. I'm quite sure he has money to get it out of impound as long as his paperwork is okay. So just gave you guys some video footage.